Welcome everyone. This is Hall of Fame podcast with Rashmi, where I'm going to invite some of the Fat World School members who have showed excellence and a lot of dedication and work towards the art career. And we're going to know what is their journey from the art world. So, welcome, Jhanvi, and welcome
Thank
to this
you.
podcast. How are you? It's a Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day.
Same to you. Same to you. So I'm doing good. So yeah, tell me. I'm glad and thank you so much for inviting me for this podcast. So I'm really glad to be here.
Awesome, and you're the first guest, so you're pretty lucky to
Wow, thanks.
here and thank you for giving us your time on this Valentine's Day. How are you celebrating your Valentine's?
Nothing. I think after 20 years of marriage, there's not much of stuff to do. Remains stuff to do. So, anyways, so just kids and my elder son is having his 10th standard exams coming up. So really nothing, no plans at all.
No plans at all. Okay, I get it now. I see. Of course. Anyway, it's anyway a cliche thing to like celebrate
Yeah.
Valentine's Day, and of course the teenagers do it, not us, right?
No, no, everybody can do it. So it's just not the right time for me today, this time, maybe. So, yeah.
Let's talk about your love affair with art. So tell us a little bit about your journey towards art and what were you doing before joining Fat World School as an artist?
Okay, so art has been like my life, all my life, I think. So, it's always been a journey to explore myself through art. And over the years, it has, like, right from childhood to now, I keep saying this over and over again, actually. Uh, I see my growth along with my art, so it's not like my art is growing in one direction and I'm growing in another direction. It's kind of, a spiritual, artistic, and my self growth. It's like three things going hand in hand together for me. So, yeah, I cannot, like, why I went into all this was because it's really difficult for me to say what I was doing and from when I was doing. It's like, from childhood, I've been doing it.
Always you were a creative.
So it's always been there. And I think, so I've been a jewelry designer and then maybe a crafter. So crafting has always been a part of my life, only to realize that, it could be turned into a career, that which came a lot later in life. So yeah, so before joining Fat World School, I was already having my studio, which is called the Cocoon Studio. And I started off, it's been almost 7 to 8 years now. I started off with kids and, initially just creative thinking activities for them. Then later on moved on to home decor products for adults, teaching them as well as making and selling them.
Lovely.
So yeah, it's been a journey.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about when did you join Fat World School and because a lot of people come with this, energy that they don't know what to do in life or they don't know how this school can work. So what are your emotions, honestly, when before you joined Fat World School and what were you thinking about, how is this online program going to help me?
Yeah, so the place where like I said, I was already into the business. But what happens is when you're doing something on your own, right? You kind of tend to become a little lazy, and then all life keeps happening all the time, right? So, and when you have the option, you kind of lays out, or your career and art kind of takes a side track, and all of those things were happening when I joined Fat World School, actually. So when I joined in, it was like a, push. And you've always been very motivating. And your videos are like, really, really good. So whatever the videos that we see in Fat World School, it's like, maybe I haven't progressed as most of the people do suddenly, or like you expect us within a few months. But I think it's been a gradual growth.
Yeah.
And it still continues, I don't think now I would go back to a stage where, I'm not going to work. Exactly. Or, I will need a motivation to look for outside or do something from outside that, I need to work or I can let go or whatever, like the stage that I was 6 months back, like what to do. I don't know what to do. Now there is so much to do that, I know I have to tackle it one by one, but I know there is like, tons of things that I can do.
Lovely, lovely.
So,
A lot of
yeah,
opportunities opened up for you after you
correct.
to understand. Oh my
Yes,
God, there are a lot of opportunities that is there in the art world. So, can you tell us
correct.
a little bit in your journey, like in last 6 months, what is the progress that you've made in your business?
So, yeah, like to say very honestly, I started off first month with zero literally because I told you, like, I was not doing anything like literally those last few months when I joined in. And then within 3 months, I was reaching a target of 40, 50. So that's good.
Wow.
So, yeah, only thing is
From,
consistently
from
I have
0 to
to,
50, it took you to 3 months?
yeah, yeah,
Wow, that's amazing. That's a good
yeah.
insight. So, what are the things, can if you can, like, whoever is going to watch this, what are those things that you should take from 0 to 50,000 a month? What can you suggest those new Fat World School students? What should they do?
Start with, they must start off with the videos. And like initially it was an advantage for me, I would say, because I already had my logo. I had a good following, a fair following. I won't say a good following, but a fair following on Instagram, and people knew me in the city. I had a good database of numbers since I was already conducting workshops. So all those things were in place. So for the newcomers, I would say, you have given detailed videos, and we keep discussing all of these things on Fridays as well. So they should, really start with that. I think I realize most of the people don't even watch the videos.
Exactly,
So,
yeah.
you know, if you start off with the week one, week two, it kind of boosts you to, kickstart everything. And one by one, step by step, you can build up your brand. So, yeah, that's what I would say.
Lovely. So, what did you do technically? Did you start teaching? Did you start selling your artwork? Did you start marketing in this 3 months? What were your 5 steps that it's a must that everyone has to do?
Yeah, so one was I started with the workshops that was kind of stopped or start a standstill. Secondly, I started branding, as in working on actually thinking about what product I want to create, what my niche was, what I wanted to do in the market. So I've at least now bottled down to 4 or 5 things that okay, fine. These are the 4 things that I am definitely going to stick with. Maybe maybe 2 or 3 things I'll come to reach to it in the future, but right now these are the 2 things that I will start off with. So home decor is something that I am really passionate about. And then exhibitions was initially, I thought, should I not, but I did a few exhibitions. I got a few links, interior decorators, then another furniture shop. So those kind of things kind of have started happening.
Awesome.
So yeah, so it's not just one thing, but it is everything together, little
Yeah.
by little of everything. So, like you used to tell us, at least give 1 hour for marketing. Initially, I think 2 months, I was just watching mostly all the videos. I haven't completed, to be very honest. I want to do that
I
as
know
soon
there's
as
a
possible
lot
now.
there. Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. So,
Yeah.
once you watch one video, you want to revisit it. You want to work on every bit and piece that you've mentioned in that. So, I also take notes. So, I have a specific book. If you guys would like to see it, I have this book that I have created, and you will
Oh,
see,
that's lovely. It looks CEO handbook. Oh,
handbook.
beautiful.
Yeah. So, I have a lot of notes in this. So, each
Lovely.
of the videos have, this is like my go to page now, book now.
Yeah, it's
So,
like it's a guiding manual for rest of your life, and I would say
yes,
that that is gold. That
yes,
itself is
yes.
gold because you can just
Correct,
reuse it
correct.
and do whatever you want to do. Awesome, awesome. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. So one of the things that I would like to mention is that Janvi has been really, really dedicated for her career, and she was always passionate about doing this. So I want to ask you this question, that what keeps you going? Like a lot of people just give up in between and they try, sometimes they fail. I'm sure you must have also failed, but what keeps you going?
Okay. The fact, my principles, I think I have real strong rooted principles. And one of them is that failure is just a stepping stone to success, So that is, and I think crafting is what teaches me to do that. Once you start a project, there is a fixed plan that, okay, this ABC things are going to go here and there. But once you start layering, once you sticking things over each other, once you start painting things over the other, as you move on, something goes wrong somewhere or it doesn't work the way you have planned. You have to rework, you have to rethink, you have to rearrange things. And at the end of the day, you reach to a project which you're happy and looks beautiful. So that is what keeps motivating me. So I know, okay, TK, today I was probably not able to do it, but I can work through it. So that is my inspiration in life.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I think that's it's part of anyway all the artist's journey
Correct,
that you
correct.
you are not gonna make your masterpiece on your first day.
Right.
When you start holding a brush and start painting, you're always gonna have those days when it's a good day and it's a bad day, and ultimately you reach to a point where you say, oh my god, this is beautiful. So yeah, what do you think about business? Do you also see business this way now?
Yes, I do. I do. I do. Because initially, when I started off, right, when I used to not do very well, or, there used to be certain failures in spite of me putting in efforts, that would really pull me down. There used to be a lot of low days, but now I feel that it's okay because I know that, there are so many more things that I have to do to get there. So,
Awesome.
because being a part of Fat World School, I have realized that there is so much more that I can put in. So once I know what I can put in, I know that one will get there someday. So yeah,
100%, yeah.
definitely much more motivating.
Lovely, lovely. So, can you tell us more about when you were learning in Fat World School? What were your, for now that you finished the whole sessions, finished the whole school, what are your three best takeaways?
One would definitely be the community.
Awesome.
Uh, then your motivation, the way you push people, it does get overwhelming. But I think that is what is required when we start with nothing, right? I think that is what is required. So
Totally.
then eventually one decides, how much you want to be pushed and how much we can put in, and all of that happens. But yes, that push is really motivating. And
Lovely.
the third thing is the videos, the way you have planned out everything in detail, there is so much to take away, so much to take away.
Awesome.
Yeah, these are
Awesome.
the three things.
Awesome. I think I've combined this whole at least last 6 years journey in the 6 months videos and the live things, and now we are adding more to it. So I guess yeah, it's a lot of efforts that has gone behind creating this program, which was never created, because if it was
Yeah.
created I could just copy it, like, but this was
Correct.
not there at all. So I had to combine a lot of knowledge and mix it together and create this platter of things for you. So I want to ask you, what is your favorite part about art business?
Favorite part? Can I just, do I just have to say one or two things, or?
Or just say whatever you feel like, wow, I love doing this, I love doing this. And there are some parts where I needed help and I didn't like it, but I had to do it.
Okay, so one thing that I really love is, you feel very happy when you make money out of art. Of
Awesome.
course, one thing what we are really striving for, all of us.
Lovely, lovely.
Uh, the other thing is appreciation. When people really understand and, you feel reached out to the people through your art, that is another beautiful thing that happens. And one thing that I would feel is, which was really difficult for me, was the technology. Still a challenge, but yeah, I mean, starting off with the website and all of that, I'm still working on it, not that it's completely done, but it is taking time. And yeah, I feel technology for me is really challenging. So
Yeah, I'm
that is the,
sure a lot of listeners who are here would resonate with this, because in fact, I don't come from a technical background and I have a full-fledged tech business now. So it is not easy at all, but I think it's not difficult also, and you can start somewhere. Um, so it's
And
not
you get a
gonna
lot
be.
of help. In fact, you keep pushing us to, take help, take help. And that's what even I've been telling my husband also now. Take help. Don't do it on your own. Take help.
Lovely.
Comes really easy. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's what is the best part.
100%. So, what about your mindset? Can you tell us a little bit about what was before Fat World School? Because I think most of the crux that I want to really help artists is about their mindset. So, how did your mindset transform from what it was to what it is now?
See, an artist always has a self doubt, right?
Yeah,
Initially, if you remember the interview that we had, I
yeah,
was like full of self doubt. But over the period of the journey here, I think somewhere I have got that confidence that, okay, my work is good. Of course, self doubt is there every once and now and there. But yeah, that also the feeling is there, keep learning, keep growing, and figuring out how to do it. That is the most important thing that has helped me a lot.
wow,
So, and
okay,
small things that you have mentioned in the videos, or even the Friday sessions that we do, those are all new sessions all the time, right? There is so
yeah,
much of takeaway from all of those sessions that, yeah, that is what I feel that, that really helps. So that is where the mindset has changed. That,
lovely.
yeah, you can keep doing things. And basically, like I told before, I don't think I'll go back to the place where, there'll be no work that will be done.
Yeah,
So that is one of
awesome.
the most important things of the mindset. I would always do work. I
So
mean, I was
I would
pretty,
say this is growth mindset. I think what
yeah,
happens with most of the artists is that they have this fixed mindset that this is how much the potential of their work is or of themselves is, and then
yeah,
when you grow like this, you're like, okay, maybe you've reached 50,000 right now per month.
mm,
You know you can reach 1.5 to or three if you keep
yeah,
doing like this, right? So, what are
correct,
some
yeah.
steps? So, what are those goals that you have for 2024 that you are going to share with other artists as well? That what are you going to do to make your 50,000 to 1 lakh?
So one thing is I want to concentrate on my home decor for once. So that is something that I've really started working on. Then I've started working on some big projects. So that was something that I took a lot of guts for me. Very honestly, that the credit goes to you 100% for that. Otherwise, I don't know when I would have done those big projects. So I've started a few big projects. I was in the big pieces, and I want to exhibit in one of the art fairs, say maybe in Bombay or Bangalore. So that's the goal for this year.
Lovely.
And yeah, of course, cross 1 lakh, 1 lakh 50 is the aim.
Awesome. Awesome. You'll do
Yeah.
it. It's not impossible. Like,
Yeah.
if you can, the most difficult steps are from 0 to 10.
Hmm.
From 10 to 50, it would have been easier, right?
Correct. Correct.
And
Yes.
from 50 to 1, it's also going to be much easier.
Hmm.
So, you just have to double down the efforts plus marketing. That's it.
Yes. Correct.
And the funny part is from 1 lakh to 2 lakhs, you have to lower down the efforts and double
Hmm.
down the marketing. So that's the
Okay.
fun part. So the fun
Yeah.
part only starts when you reach somewhere and like, okay, now it's just like less efforts, more outcome, and it can only come when you outgrow like you have to put that efforts. You always have to put that 0 to 1 is always a lot of efforts, but 1 to 100 will be a different ball game again.
Right. Right. Right.
Awesome, awesome, Janvi. So how is your family? I want to understand about that. That how in after Fat World School, how your family looks at you and how are they feeling about you?
Family, not much of a difference to be very honest.
Okay.
But I look at myself very differently. So that is what is more important, I feel.
Uh huh.
Uh, because I give more priority to my work now. I'm giving more time. There are things which I say no to people that, I wouldn't do before.
Mm-hmm.
Family was the priority before. So now that it is not now, but then, I've decided to put more boundaries on certain things. So that helps a lot. And somewhere I think even they realize that, I've become more serious with my work, in-laws and other people in the family more than my immediate family. But yeah, they do feel the sincerity and the, okay, fine. So
Does that
yeah,
affect the kind of respect that you're getting?
it does. It does.
Right?
It does. Yeah, it
Awesome.
does.
Awesome. So yeah, that's what I meant because a lot of women are not taken seriously with art. Because they're like,
Hmm.
क्या कर रही है कुछ टाइम पास कर रहे हैं हॉबी कर रहे हैं कुछ
Hmm.
कुछ ज्यादा ही काम थोड़ी है ये एंड समवेयर when you take it seriously and show it to the world the art business is serious then I'm sure definitely you'll see some difference in their viewing of who you are. And
Right.
what about your husband and your kids? Like, do they look at you more established and with more love, etc.?
Yeah, because now, like, my husband is also into a little bit of marketing for his work. So, there's a lot of things we talk about. So, we have a lot of common things that we talk about, we share with each other. And in fact, he was the one who pushed me to make the website, since I was a little technological challenge that time. He was the one who gave me that kickstart. So, now I'm taking it forth from a particular point. But yeah, he's always there, been there to encourage me, but he's happy to know that, yeah, things are going forward, moving forward. So good. And my kids, yeah, they always have been very supportive, right from the time I've started my small business. They've always been very supportive. So
Lovely.
they always feel, yeah, mama is doing a good job. So
Awesome. Awesome.
I
Yeah.
think,
I
they
think
have a changed
that's more.
perspective there.
That's very important for your kids to be with you as well because
Mm.
they'll always see that, oh wow, my mom's amazing artist, and they'll flaunt it with their other kids that what, my mom's like amazing artist. And I think that is one of the things that I really love, that mothers can have small businesses, can take care of the kids, can take care of the family, and make a lot of money. So I want to
Yeah.
ask you about this question, that what do you do with this money?
I just reinvested in my business.
Awesome.
All again. Yeah.
It takes all of
Buying
the money
materials
back.
and learning, whatever it is, just keep reinvesting in self growth. Yeah.
How do you feel about the sense of freedom that you can invest in your business and you don't have to ask for money?
Very confident, very good. So, yeah, it feels definitely good. And it feels more confident to go ahead to do more things.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
And your limits are broken for with yourself itself.
true, true.
Awesome, awesome. So here in the audience, do you have any questions, guys? If you have, just put it in the chat box, and Janvi would be happy to answer. Uh, Sonali, great watching this. Much learn to resonate again. Yeah, guys, if you have any questions, go for it. Anyone? No? Okay, this is very last moment.
It was a surprise for me also.
Yeah, I mean, I was also, I thought I should just like, last moment invite new students to come. I think Sonali is new as well. Like
Nice.
to connect to Janvi, yeah, you can just DM her or message her on Instagram. Janvi, what is your Instagram? Can you put it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, everyone, she's sharing the Instagram. It's called Janvi Rao.
Cocoon. Yeah, cocoon underscore Jhanvi Rao.
Awesome. Awesome. Oh, that's lovely. All right. So, Janvi, do you have any questions for me to move ahead or to have any questions for me?
Uh, not that I have really thought about it right now,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think, uh, I need to watch a few more videos on the school group, and yeah, I'm going there. So yeah, let's see.
Awesome. Awesome. Lovely. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining, Janvi. And
Thank you for having me.
I hope 2024 you make it to 1.5, and we can do this again.
Yes, sure, sure, sure. I
Yeah.
would definitely love to continue the journey in some form or the other with the Fat World School, because the motivation always, helps.
Yeah.
So let's see. So I don't want to definitely disconnect completely.
Yeah, there's no disconnection. I think the
Yeah.
community is there forever. And definitely, I would want to work with winners now. So there'll be an opportunity for you, Anika, and other Hall of Fame members where I'm going to help one on one
Hmm.
three people.
Hmm.
I'll let you know about that. And that is more like you reaching your actual goals, and I'll be actual behind you.
Okay.
So
Good, good.
yeah, definitely we'll get in touch soon. Tanushri
Hmm.
will let you know.
Sure,
And
sure.
lovely to see the spirit that you have. Keep creating, and
Thank you.
the cocoon is going to be a big butterfly very soon.
Yeah, that is the thought process behind cocoon actually. It
Yeah.
is, from being in the cocoon to growing and becoming a butterfly. That is the whole journey.
Oh,
So that is
lovely.
why it's actually cocoon, a creative journey. So that's what it's called.
Wow, that's
So,
beautiful. I got a
yeah.
goosebumps for this. Oh my God. Okay. So I think it will grow.
Um,
It will grow big, Janvi. And yeah, you just have to
thank
keep
you so much.
going. Thank you so much for coming here, and see you soon.
Thank you. See you.
Thank you, guys.